Hi JD, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here again and this is I think part 3 of embellishing this junk journal. So one of the things I noticed was I actually miscounted how many pages are in here, and there's only 24 and I wanted 25. So what I'm going to do to add the page is just do a bit of a flip out. So that's what I mean again by if you make a mistake, there's always a way to fix it. So I'm just going to experiment and I'm going to cut off maybe that much to start with. And I hope this helps as well if you guys want to include a page. This is sometimes something I do when I am doing my own journaling anyway. If I have a full page that I want to include in my journal, I will chip it in like this. I think that's what they call it. So I'm just trying to get the size right, and because I'm going to use the washi tape to stick this in. Okay, so I'm just going to line it up. That's pretty good, so that's how much I'm going to do it. And I'll just trim that up here. So this will give me that extra, it's like a signature, but instead of it being either side of the binding, it's just going to be in in the one kind of page that flips out here, and then you get an extra whole page. I kind of like that. So always good to experiment with things. So the other thing is I'm going to trim it down this way so it's easier to stick in with washi tape, because I didn't actually give much washi tape just because I don't have much in my supplies. So you're not going to be able to do much with it. I'm so sorry about that. I would have loved to have put in heaps and heaps of washi tape so that you could try lots of different ways of using it. Maybe when I have a bigger collection of washi tape, I can do another kit and put a lot in it. So I'm just going to get my washi. So yeah, you only get that much. I'm so sorry. It's a poor effort, but yeah, I don't have much, as I said. So I'm just going to stick it in around about here. Oh, maybe a bit lower. Okay, I'm concentrating, sorry. Okay, and then I'm going to trim it down here to stick in my page, and I'm just going to reinforce it over this side with this little bit. Hopefully it's going to be enough. If I had wider washi tape, it would definitely work. So I'm just going to see if this works, and it should hold. So just like that. And then I will trim up this excess up here, because that's going to flap. So trim it, trim it, trim it. And just this one up here. Cool. So that is how I'm getting around that extra page missing. So there it is, and I like it here, and then it opens out. So I'm really happy with that. Cool, and that washi tape is holding, so that's nice. I could trim a bit more of that, but I'm just going to, no, that's good. Okay, so that is good. I really, really am happy with that. What I thought I would do next is, let me have a look. use some of that napkin basically. So, well, maybe I'll do some pockets first. Let's do some pockets because I have this large envelope that's looking pretty plain. So I'm going to put some pockets and use some scraps for that. So let me just go through my scraps and see if there's a good size already made up for me. Oh, I love this. I could use that because it's a bigger scrap. I could use that as a journaling card or as a tag or as a pocket. So I'll keep that one in the in the bag. I'm liking. That's quite nice. But let's just do this one. So just depending on the size of scraps you have, you might need to trim them down to make your pockets and tags and things. Okay, so I'm going to put it right here. And where's my double-sided tape gone? Cool. So, do you guys find it easy to talk while you craft? I find that there's moments where I just need to concentrate and then I go very quiet. And I wasn't sure how I would go talking while I craft at all, which is why I put off doing these kind of videos as well. Because yeah, it's kind of multitasking. You've got to pay attention to what you're doing with your hands, but also what you're saying. So again, I'm just going to stick this down. So yeah, I hope you're crafting along with me. If not, pull out a junk journal or a craft project and craft along with me and just have this in the background while I chat. Otherwise it might be a little bit boring watching this long process video. Then again, if you're a newbie and you just have no idea how to make pockets and things, this might be helpful for you to watch. Okay, so now I'm just going to stick this here. And I'm going to just put it away from the edge because it does kind of have to fold to the thing and it might be a bit tricky to stick down. So there's another one, and I'll just pop this one here just to show you the pocket. And then I'll find the other side of that envelope. And there's my little stamp collage on that side. And then I think I'm going to use this part for this pocket, just because it's already a nice size. Oops, made that a bit too short. All good. So I'm going to stick a little pocket here. I'll just get more of my double-sided tape. And I have actually already made, in the very first process video of this series, I shared my own junk journal that I made up with a kit that I personalised for me, so all the same pages and everything, but I just chose pages that spoke to me and had meaning for my life. So I ended up binding that and embellishing it, and it's all finished. And after I do this process video, I will share that journal. Or maybe I might share that in between process videos to break it up just a little bit. And yeah, if I do that, you'll see how I've embellished that and pretty much kind of cheated for this journal because I already know from experimenting with my own one how to do this one. So I did the same thing with pockets and the same tuck there. and that same collage here. So it just helped me to come to this and already know what I'm going to do mostly, instead of just being on camera and being, I don't know what to do. So that's how I've worked that out. Now I think I will, wait, first of all, I'll put this little journaling card here, which is just from packaging. I'll put that there for now. Let me have a look. What else am I going to do? So I have a page here, so let me do the napkin decorating of a page. So again, I didn't have all the same napkins for each pack. There is for those 6 original packs that I made, but for these extra packs I just chose any napkin that I had, and this came from, who was it? I get so many Happy Mail packages, it's kind of hard to keep track of them all. I do record it down, but just off the top of my head, who was it? My goodness. I think it might have been Krista. Krista was the one who wanted to send me some napkins. I think it was. So, thank you for this beautiful napkin. I'm loving this little vintagey writing and stamp up there especially, so I'm going to try and keep that. Okay, so again, doesn't have to be perfect when you're laying this out, and I hopefully am going to do this right. I am going to, let me have a look, just I'm liking this area, so I'm going to kind of just rip down along there, and like I do want to journal on this, or have journaling space here. So I'm just going to rip it diagonally and like that. Awesome! So that's how I'm going to do it. And I'm just going to grab my glue stick because it's easier on the napkin. It won't tear. Or maybe I will use fabric glue. Oh, nah. I'm just going to apply it to the actual page, it's quicker and easier, instead of to the napkin, which is a bit finicky. And then I can always just stick down the edges if I need to. So I'm going to stick this up the top in this corner. Just an idea for you of how to use a napkin. So yes, I'll just glue these edges down. You can even go on top as well. Cool, and then like I just wipe off the glue afterwards. So, there's my tissue. There's probably a much easier, better way of doing this. Maybe even with paintbrush, but yeah, I don't have glue for that, so I'm just using my glue stick. Okay, so that includes the napkin element, and like I said, you probably might not use everything in the kit, like I didn't with my journal, and I definitely won't for this journal. Just showing different ways that you can use each element that I put into the kit. But you could, if you wanted, really bulk it out and use everything. But yeah, you'll probably have leftovers, and you can definitely use those for other craft projects if you're using it to make a journal. Like, you can definitely use those items to do whatever you want with them. What am I going to do next? I think I will grab this. So let me just get to the middle page. I think I'm going to, look, this side is getting bulky, so I need to really do some more stuff on this side, don't I? So I'm going to put something on this page, I reckon. Yes, I definitely will. So let me just do what I was originally going to do. I'm going to cut out this picture because it's really pretty. And I'm going to make a journaling card out of this. And yeah, again, just another idea of how you can do things. So, where is this page? So all I'm going to do is just stick that to this. Might even make it big, and then you can stick it in any pocket. So yes, let's do that. Grab my fabric glue for this one. And again, like, it's not completely straight, the edges are wonky, but I kind of like it for this, for its charm. And again, getting used to that, just breaking out of the whole straight edges and everything has to be straight. Because a junk journal, I think it looks kind of cool when you have the different lines and edges. So I will put this on the card. Let me have a look. Which side? Yep. Cool. And I am liking this. And then I will just trim down the edge. And so simple. If you have an image that you like, wherever you find it, even a photo, you can turn it into your own journaling cards. So, like, where can I put that? I could even, where's that large fabric pocket? Like right there. That's pretty cool. I'll use it on the other side actually, because it is getting quite bulky on this side. If I can find it. Where did I put that fabric pocket? There it is. I like that. So, next thing, I want to put a pocket here. How are we going over here? I think I can move that now. So, let me have a look in my supplies again. So I could do this piece. That side is speaking to me more because of the design. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for that. And it's quite a large pocket, so I'm going to trim that down. Maybe there. You could definitely have it any size pocket you want, really. But I don't want it to take up too much of the page, just so you do have a good amount of journaling space. And again, I'm just going to make it a bit smaller so that it doesn't go across this bend, and I'll just put it on the edge of the page here. Cool, alright. And I kind of like the contrast with the blue and the pink. It looks like it's going to be a bit of a blue and pink journal because that's what the scraps are and that's what the items are, so... Okay, here we go. Ah, that did not work. Okay. Alright, I'm concentrating again. Kind of wish like we could have a conversation while we did this. So we could chat about what you're working on at the moment, any ideas you have. why you like junk journaling. But no, it's just you have to listen to me talk. Uh, okay, so another pocket here. And I really do deck out my journals with pockets. Okay. Beautiful. And I might just tuck in, this is my version again of the packaging. It's just from a scrapbook paper pad, and this was on the front cover. Lots of little blocks of all the different types. And so I'm going to chuck you in there. I could even make it a tag, like chop it like that. So, what am I going to do next? I think I do want to use this as a tag. So that's a good way. I'll show you how I make my tags just out of scraps. It's a nice size, and maybe I could even put the tag in here. Yeah, let's do that. It's just a bit wider at the bottom edge. And now I've kind of stuffed that up, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, what have I done? I think because this isn't straight here. Now it's going to get smaller and smaller. I can just see it happening. But again, it really doesn't have to be perfect, so I think I'll just leave it, and then to make a tag, this is how I do it. I get that piece and flip it over so that you can get the symmetrical side. You could just eyeball it. I find that when I do that though, it becomes a bit like Barbie's hair, you know, where you cut it and you keep cutting it because you think you're going to get it right the next time, and then you end up with the smallest tag ever. So I just do it like that and get my hole punch. And there's a ready-made tag. I really like that. That's a very pretty design. And then you just journal over the back, or you could on the front, I suppose, too, but that is really nice. I like that. Alright, I have this piece here too, which is just an offcut of colouring paper, just a scrap, and I think I want to put it here as a tuck spot or tag. Yes, good. So again, I'm liking that. Again, because of the contrast, it's a bright green piece of paper there, and this is kind of vintagey coloured in tone, which I like. It's not a stark white colouring book. It's kind of like a creamy coloured page. So let me line this up. So again, this is all just scraps and offcuts. So hopefully this is inspiring you to keep your scraps, because you can definitely make pockets, tags and journaling cards with them. You can also do collages with them. Okay. So I'm going to stick this down here. Oh, and I just looked at the time and we're coming up to 5 minutes, so this will be the last thing I do in this part of the process video. That was good timing. Cool. And then you can tuck something in there. Okay, so I will turn this off and be back with the next video. Bye!